Everyone tells you to jump on Fiverr, create a gig, and boom, you're going to start making money. And I'm sure you've tried that before, and as you know, that doesn't happen. There are over 243,000 gigs where people have been told and have done the same thing. Well, in this video, I'm actually going to show you a way to start getting gigs that actually works. In fact, this idea is recommended by a person that has earned six figures simply solving gigs and answering gigs over on Fiverr. So watch this entire video as I show you how to get started step by step. For the best tips and tricks to learn affiliate marketing and internet entrepreneurship, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so that you're notified when I upload a brand new video. Also, click the first link in the description or go to alstongodbolt.com/start if you want my #1 recommended way to start a full-time income online. Hello, my name's Alston with alstongodbolt.com. I'm an affiliate marketer and internet entrepreneur who has helped thousands of people across multiple platforms make passive income, and today I want to help you. All right, so as I mentioned in this video, I want to show you how you can actually start earning gigs and making money on Fiverr and really stand out from the crowd. I used to spend a lot of time over on TikTok just watching the videos, and I stumbled across this woman who claimed to make six figures with Fiverr gigs, and I, until very recently, thought that just wasn't possible. It was too competitive, it's too saturated. But then she actually walked people through the steps, and she's been featured on CNBC and some of those other places. But she actually showed how you can start getting gigs and making money without trying to compete with 243,000 people. But first, let's talk about some of the tools that you need. You can get started for free creating logos with a website like Canva. The cool thing with Canva is they give you a ton of stuff that you can use for free, and then you can upgrade or reinvest over time. So here I am at canva.com, and you can just simply go up and you can type logo. And when you type logo, it's gonna have a number of templates for you to borrow. And what you should do when you're creating your gigs, you should always ask questions and let the person that needs the logo, let them tell you exactly what they want. You can tell them, hey, what do you want on your logo? What do you want a name? Do you want a tagline? Show me some logos that you really like. When you ask those types of questions, they're going to give you everything that you need. But as you can see here, you can get started for free with Canva. Another thing you can use is a software called Affinity Photo. Now, I really like Affinity Photo. I use it for my blog posts. I use it for my thumbnails, and it's really easy to get started. With Affinity Photo, it's actually $50 and it's one-time charge. And if I show you, it looks a lot like Photoshop. It's very, very, very close. It's probably a step above Canva, but a step below Photoshop. It's only $50 one-time charge, and you get a ton of features. And another benefit is you can actually import and export Photoshop files. Those are PSD files. You can't just open them anywhere. But the cool thing with Affinity Photo is you can do that. You can upload them, you can import them and export them as PSD files. So think about that when you are looking for the tools. You can also use something like GIMP. GIMP is 100% free and open source, but open source can be a little bit of a struggle. If you want to use something like Affinity Photo, you go to serif.affinityphoto.com. Let me just bring that up for you real quick. All right, so here I am at affinity.serif.com, and this is where you can go to purchase Affinity Photo. Right now it's 50% off. I'm not an affiliate. There isn't an affiliate link. I can put a link in the description. And as you can see, it's actually down to $24 right now. $24.99 for Mac, $24.99 for Windows, and it's even available for $10 on your iPad. So you can get up and running for less than $10, and you're going to get a ton of features that I strongly recommend. I use this multiple times per day, and it's very good. As you can see here, there are plugins supported. You can do layers just like Photoshop. You can import, export Photoshop. There's brush support. You can get very, very, very fine grained, very detailed with Affinity Photo. So my recommendation is either to start with Canva, but if you have a few dollars to invest, upgrade to Affinity Photo. You will not be disappointed. So now that we have the tools that we need, the next step is simply to figure out how we're going to get gigs. Now, I'm over here on Fiverr, and as you can see, there are over 243,000 people that want logos, and you can get high quality logos for essentially $5 to $10 if we change the search results. So it can be incredibly competitive. It can be incredibly difficult to get your first couple sales, because after you get your first couple sales and you get your first few 5-star reviews, it's going to be much easier because you're going to ascend higher than a lot of these people that are on here that have never made a sale. In order to get your first sale, this is what I recommend that you do. I recommend that you look at the gig requests. Now, Fiverr is really two parts. There's the exchange part where people will come and they'll kind of peruse, and it's almost like a grocery store where they'll pick what they want. They want a logo. They're going to pick a logo off the shelf. Or the second part, the other half that I use most often, is I can create a custom gig. I can create a custom order. Now, if you're just getting started with Fiverr, I recommend that you look for custom orders and be willing to fulfill those orders so that you can get a few sales under your belt and so that you can start getting those 5-star reviews. So let me show you what that looks like. If I go over to manage requests, I, as a buyer, will create requests based on my individual needs. So what I can do, and I actually think this is the person here that I referenced. What I actually will do is, let's say I want an ebook. I'll come over and I'll post a request. And if we look at this request here, actually let's post a new request. So I'll post a request, for example, and I'll just put, I'm looking for a logo designer. And then I'll put in my details. I'll put up some mock-ups, some things that I'm interested in. And then I'll go in and I'll sort by category. And what you should do is you should go in and look for these requests and apply to the request. The reason why you want to reply to these requests is it's going to be far less competitive than the 243,000 people. So look at this one, for example. This one I have right here where I ask for a 10,000 word ebook. The review offers were 27. So either 27 or 243,000 people you have to compete against. Now, one thing that you should do, you should always read through all of these requests, because a smart buyer will actually put in a sentence to make sure that they know you're paying attention. For example, in this one, I put, please include 10110K in the first sentence of your gig. Failure to do so will result in you not being considered. So if we look here, everyone that is here, most of the people that are in here have put in the 1010K in the first sentence. And if they don't do that, it shows me that they're not paying attention. So make sure that you read through these and follow the directions, do exactly what they say, because your opportunity is going to be far better. Like this one right here, this person didn't do it. So I would just remove the offer because I know that they're not paying attention. But you can see here, these people, these new arrivals, this is how they're getting gigs. This is how they can start growing. And you can do this too. So you go over, you can start with Canva for free. Canva does have premium stuff over there. For example, some of these logos are going to be premium, or you can do something like Affinity Photo and then go through and research and look for these gigs. I would check a few times per day, then I would bid on them. What you should do too is you should either bid whatever the person is asking for or bid a little bit lower. And be honest, people want to hear your story. They want to hear that you're a real person and say, hey, look, I'm brand new to Fiverr, but I'm not new to logo design. I have 5 years of experience. I want to build a logo for you. Another thing that you can do is you can offer to show samples. That's going to be a great way to build rapport and get leads and sales. Like right now, I don't know that these people are actually capable of doing what they're supposed to do. As a buyer, I can go through and look at each one, but you could put on here samples, portfolio included upon request, or include that in the response. And I can, if you have a website where you have your portfolios, that's going to be even better. But as you can see, new arrival. This is how people start making money on Fiverr. They do these new arrivals. They'll get 5-star reviews. They may feel like they're taking a loss early on, but if they get a bunch of 5-star reviews, it's going to be much easier to land one of these more expensive gigs in the future. So again, if we go back over to logo design, 243,000 gigs or services, 243,000 offers. That's like going to a football stadium. That's like going to 3 football stadiums and trying to compete, trying to stand out against 3 football stadiums. Whereas over here, if you go over to and you bid on these requests, as you can see, I had less than 30. That's less than an American football team. So what I recommend that you do, first, get your tools in order. You can use GIMP for free. You can use Fiverr for free with the premium option, but I recommend Affinity Photo. Second, you must create a gig first. You can't just jump over here and start applying. What I recommend is that you create a few logos as samples. If you can build a website either for free or or paid something on like Bluehost, have a website where you have a few of your examples listed, and then you can use that as a reference point when you're applying for these gigs. The third step is to actually bid on these different requests and be honest. Say, I'm brand new, I do have experience, here's my portfolio, but I'm willing to help you for whatever price that you list. And eventually, as you answer enough of these, you will start getting leads and sales. And the other thing too is you'll actually become a higher level. See, right now there's 191,000 new sellers. It's going to be incredibly difficult to stand out. But as you get 5-star reviews and you become a level 1, it filters out a lot. By the time you become a top rated seller, there's only 755 people that are top rated. And that's a far cry from the 243,000. So if we go to top seller and we click apply, these people can command a premium amount of money. $50 for a logo, $40 for a logo, but they put in the work. 1,000+ reviews here. So they probably have made over $10,000 possibly just with Fiverr. So that's how you do it, step by step. Other people are going to just tell you to jump on Fiverr and create a gig and all of a sudden money's going to fall into your lap. That never happens to most people. The right way to do it, the best way to do it, is to go and answer these requests and make sure that you follow the directions. Now that you know how to make money with logo design, click the first link in the description or go to alstongodbolt.com/start if you want to know my #1 recommended way to start a full-time income online. When you click that first link, you'll be taken to a free training where you'll learn how to get started step by step. Click that first link in the description or go to alstongodbolt.com/start. Watch these videos next for more tips and tricks to make money online. Also, check out my website, alstongodbolt.com, for even more tips, tricks, and tactics to make money online. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with 5 of your friends.